Hey, what's up YouTube? So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a really simplified version of my mom's yahan or Cambodian hot pot. Now normally this is a dish that she spends some time making the broth and adding a bunch of ingredients into the sauce that she makes for the base of the hot pot soup. But today we're keeping it super simple. It's great when you want to eat hot pot during the week, or if you're doing like a low-key celebration like a lot of us are doing for New Year's Eve. Most Cambodian hot pot recipes start with this one ingredient, the Chinese barbecue sauce, and you can get this in pretty much any Asian grocery store. Then the rest of the ingredients like this crab paste are kind of optional. But almost every recipe I've seen on the internet uses some sort of soybean paste or like a curd sauce. Here we're using namprik bao, and then obviously we're gonna add in some coconut milk. I love coconut milk. I think that's a necessity. If you don't like coconut milk, don't add it. And here's where my mom's recipe differs just a little bit. She uses pineapple juice, while most other people will use like a coco rico soda. And then of course we've got to have the chicken powder. You guys all know about that chicken powder, right? It's basically magic. I'll be putting Amazon links to all the ingredients I used below, so make sure you check down there if you're not sure where to get this stuff. Smell like crab. You can eat this with hot rice. We're gonna start the sauce by sauteing the garlic in the oil that's packed with the Chinese barbecue sauce.
How much you want to eat? You don't want to make not a lot, just a little bit.
Chinese barbecue. And next we're gonna add in the Chinese barbecue sauce. It's actually more like a paste, and we're gonna put in as much as you need. My mom puts in 3 large tablespoons, but really you want to adjust for how strong you want this and also how many people you're gonna serve. And then 1 large tablespoon of each of the namprik bao and the crab paste. And again, you can adjust as needed here.
It's easy, you know. You're hungry for your pet. Then you want to make soup, that's good too. Or you can buy chicken broth at the store. Might you want to just put might you want to
You did too? Oh, me.
I put all of it.
Just 1 small thing.
It's enough for 4. And then add water though. It's easy. Shortcut. Complete ini, complete ini ada senganya.
So I kind of just let that play because I wanted you to listen to what my mom was saying. But basically we added in the coconut juice, the pineapple juice, the chicken bouillon or the chicken powder, and then topped it off with some water. Now you can substitute with broth, or if you're really ambitious and you want the best flavor, you're gonna make your own broth. Usually with beef bones. My mom will simmer this broth all day to get the most flavor out of it. My mom did add some fish sauce, but she says it's optional. I think if you have fish sauce, just add some. It really creates like this nice kind of umami background that's not too seafoody. And then of course you want to taste it and adjust all your seasonings as necessary, because that's really the key here. It's just knowing how you like it and knowing how to adjust each of the different components, the sweet, spicy, the saltiness. Just learn how to taste it and adjust accordingly, and then you're going to be golden for pretty much anything you want to cook. Now for me, I really think the veggies are super important in a Cambodian hot pot. Traditionally, you would use some sort of stalky green vegetable like tokuon, which is I believe it's a water spinach. And we don't really have tokuon, so we use watercress mainly because you can find that pretty much in any grocery store. And then we have napa cabbage and onion and mushrooms, but really you can kind of go wild here, but having that green stalky vegetable is super important to me. I love this stuff and I can't eat hot pot without like a watercress or the water spinach. And then for the protein, we like to use a cheap lean cut. Again, you can kind of use whatever you have access to or what your wallet can afford. You can also do seafood, which is really, really good, or whatever. You know, this is going to be a weeknight shortcut hot pot, so we're just doing some beef here. We don't really need a lot of meat. The girls like just the veggies.
Alyssa likes me too. I don't like to eat meat. I like vegetables.
Casey likes the veggies. Alyssa likes
me
the
too.
Meat. Alyssa likes the meat. And that's pretty much it, friends. From here, we're just gonna fire up our hot pot and start cooking. Lisa? I like to start with the meat first. Once you throw the meat into the hot pot, the temperature will drop, but it's gonna come back up super fast. So you gotta be pretty careful because you don't want your sauce or your soup to start burning. So play with the knob, make sure it's not boiling too rapidly, but don't let it get too cold so that it doesn't cook very well, because you kind of want it to cook fast. And whatever you do, don't overcook the veggies. That's like a sin to me. You can overcook the meat, you can overcook the seafood or whatever else, just don't overcook the veggies. You want your veggies to be cooked but still crispy. If it gets soggy, they're no good. Oh, I don't care what anyone says. If you eat yahan in my house and you leave your veggies or your meats unattended and you're sitting there getting overcooked, I'm gonna eat it. I'm not waiting for you to come back when it's cooked beyond recognition. I just feel like it's a waste. I'm sorry. However, I have absolutely no problem with helping people out if they're not into the cooking aspect of the hot pot and they just want to eat the hot pot and don't have to worry about cooking. So here, as you can see, I was serving my wife and kids. No problem with that at all. So was it good? Of course it was good. It was delicious. It tasted almost as good as my mom's full-blown yahan that she spends all day cooking. The only thing that was missing was all the other meats like seafood and the little fish balls and the little meatballs and all the different assortment of veggies and of course the people. This is normally a social meal. What's great about it is that you can prepare it and then you can also sit down with all your guests and eat with them. That's what I love about hot pot. This is a really, really great alternative if you don't want to go that deep into making hot pot and you just want to satisfy that yahan craving. This is a super simple way to make yahan on a weeknight or if you're doing a low-key gathering of some sort. But anyway guys, the rest of this video is kind of just fluff, so you can either drop out now and leave a comment, go down there, look at the ingredient list, make sure you hit the thumbs up, or you can just let this video play out. I'm gonna put on some music here, just gonna let this thing play for that 10-minute algorithm juice, you know, to get my full monetization. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Catch you in the next video. Peace.